Hawaiian Islands to Orient, contact clearance level 126.5.
And Chalk 6 is taking fire. Okay, divert south of the river. I see you come to the red guys. I just called them. You just damn well.
Since the dawn of the first age, by the elders it was foretold, a mighty cure that would rise when needed most. Their words would inspire enlightenment among the common. As it was prophesied, it has come to pass. Everybody has a podcast.
What's been going on with you there, Bilford?
Well, kind of shifting gears a little bit. This weekend, the wife and I, we went shopping. We just recently bought new furniture and kind of
beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, Clark. Renovated a new room in the house, and we're doing all. That's what you do when you get married, and you start spending a lot more money on things that seem inconsequential, but you buy furniture and you paint rooms and you do all types of weird shit. You start watching Home and Garden Network. I mean, it's really weird the transformation you go through. But anyway, so we're out and about, and we had Chipotle.
Yeah.
Chipotle. We had that for lunch, right? And if anyone's ever had Chipotle, you've got about a 30-minute to about an hour and a half window before you have anal jihad.
Yeah.
So we're out, and all of a sudden I get that feeling.
That rumbly, the tumbly?
Yes. Like I've got a drag race going on in my lower bowel. And it's I'm in T-minus. Yeah, like we're almost, space shuttle launch. People at Cape Canaveral are watching me counting down.
You're tucking your underwear into your butt crack, just
in
case.
So every man comes to this decision where you drop a deuce in a public place.
Mm-hmm.
So we just happened to be in a shopping center where there was a Kohl's department store. For those aren't familiar with Kohl's, it's like a Dillard's or a Belk or what have you,
or Pants
or J.C. Penney's. So I go into Kohl's with no intention of looking at any merchandise or buying anything whatsoever. I go
right by the perfume aisle,
straight to the bathroom. Right. At this point, beggars can't be choosers. I'm just looking for literally a place where I can get rid of whatever is bothering me and leave without going to jail. But I remember walking in, and as emergent as the situation was, I remember thinking, wow, Kohl's has a really nice bathroom. Like, this is a really nice bathroom. It's clean. It's like, it's modern. Like, I remember thinking this, right? And I'm a heterosexual male, so like I'm thinking about this stuff before I'm taking a shit, so it's a big deal. So I started thinking to myself too. I was like, dropping a deuce or in public is risky for most people. So what places do you guys, like, what is your favorite place? Like, if you are just behind the eight ball, have to drop it, take a shit in public, what is your go-to place? What are nicer public restrooms as far as the retail chains go?
I think Barnes & Noble is actually pretty nice.
I would second that, Ryan. Barnes & Nobles?
Guys, this is something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a while, actually. I'm glad you brought this up. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
I have. It smells like pralines, and it's like an H-E-B with gas. Well, I guess H-E-B has gas, but they don't have beavers as a mascot. I've been to a Buc-ee's. I'm a big fan of Buc-ee's.
A lot of people who listen to this podcast are not going to know what a Buc-ee's is, so let me explain it to you. Think of like the ultimate truck stop gas station. You know how they have these truck stops, and they're more elaborate because they have showers for the truckers and things like that, and there a lot of times there's restaurants. A Buc-ee's is like that, but it's only for road travel, for like people driving normal cars. A Buc-ee's is probably as big as a small Walmart, and all it is a gas station. They have literally everything you could ever think of. It's fucking amazing. And living in Texas, you run across some Buc-ee's.
Do you know the moment in The Wizard of Oz where they all actually get to the Emerald Palace, and there's like complete exuberance? That's what it's like whenever you're on a long road trip and you come across a Buc-ee's.
I've never even seen a Buc-ee's.
Oh, Clark,
it's amazing. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
A Buc-ee's is amazing, dude. So Buc-ee's, first of all, my experience in Buc-ee's has only been at a urinal peeing, but let me explain to you a little bit how awesome Buc-ee's is. First of all, they're huge. They're immaculately clean. The bathroom is spotless. Near every urinal is a little hand sanitizer soap dispenser, so you don't even have to go to the sink. You just get done pissing, you put your dick away, and then you reach up and you squirt some hand sanitizer in your hand and you wash it in, and then you're done. It's amazing. Like, why does no one else do that? Because that's fucking amazing. My biggest problem.
We call that poor man's lube where I come from. Go ahead.
My biggest problem with public bathrooms, it's not that I'm like scared to shit in public. It's like that's an experience I don't want to share with anyone else. I'm not interested in your experience, and I don't want you to be interested in mine. But unfortunately, there's a fucking 1 foot thing. I can see your socks, and you can see my socks, and I can hear you grunting and plopping, and you can hear the same thing from me, and I can smell you, and you can smell me. I fucking hate it. And there's like, it's 1 inch of fucking fiberboard separating you two. I hate it. It's so fucking miserable.
Dude, you can put up privacy strips of toilet paper on the the creases of the thing.
Who has time for that? I don't ever plan a shit enough in advance to be able to put that on the toilet.
I'm just saying, if you're gun shy, you can put like the door swings open and closed, and you still have that that 1/4 inch of openness that people can walk by and look and see you shitting. You can put up privacy strips if you have enough time.
If I'm shitting in public, I'm at DEFCON 4. Right?
Yeah,
We're scrambling the fighters. Like, the guy that has to turn the key to launch the nukes is, like, turning the key and reading the code from the president.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am not in
You're
any
opening
capacity.
the handcuff briefcase?
Yeah, exactly. I am not in any capacity to worry about the cleanliness of the restroom.
Well,
so that's why it's good to know which ones are clean or not. Ryan, I completely concur. Buc-ee's is an outstanding place to take a shit.
Have you dropped a deuce at a Buc-ee's? Like, I envy you if you have.
I have. I totally have.
Well, so a Buc-ee's, it's not... Okay, so... Everyone is 1 inch of fiberboard, and you see their socks because there's a foot up. That's everyone's experience.
You see the underwear down around their ankles, too. Everybody knows what everybody else's underwear looks like.
Yeah, that's everyone's experience. A Buc-ee's, it's like 1 foot wall of concrete in between each toilet. Like, you have your own fucking shitting station. And you know what? I didn't have to go, but I wish I would have, because Buc-ee's is doing it right. Every place needs that. At the very least, I wish they would pump some fucking Alanis Morissette through really loud, so you don't have to listen to them and they don't have to listen to you. So I would definitely put a Buc-ee's up. Beyond that, man, every other place is exactly the same as far as I can tell.
I hate whenever you're in a Mexican standoff in a public shitting situation where, like, you don't want to be the first one to, like, let it go and just, like, sling it, and the other guy doesn't either. So you're both just kind of sitting there for about 5 minutes, and then finally one of y'all, like, your bowels give in and releases, and then the other guy's like, okay, now it's okay. Like, now I can go.
So is there anything better, though, than when you go into a public restroom? And this happened to me at Westfest. It's for those that don't know, Westfest is a Czechoslovakian festival of lots of beer drinking in West Texas, and they were the ones that had that unfortunate fertilizer plant explosion. But it is it's around Labor Day. It's coming up. I'm super fired up about it. It's a great fucking time. If anybody's never done it before, if you've been to what is it, Oktoberfest in New Braunfels? Oh, Wurstfest. It's very similar to Wurstfest in New Braunfels. But anyway, so I was at Westfest one time, and I went in to take a piss because I was binge drinking, and I was there with a bunch of random people I didn't know. And sometimes guys want to bond with you in the bathroom, which I find weird.
That is weird.
But I'm just peeing. Yeah, I'm just peeing, and I'm trying not to get on the floor or on my flip-flops. And this guy walks in, right, and he looks like he's in trouble, right? I feel like he needs some help. He goes to the stall, and he's got the green apple splatters. Mm-hmm. And it's like he put a megaphone to his butthole and just broadcast it. But no, it's horrible. It sounds like somebody's like pouring chicken and dumplings into like a pot. And it's like cascading through, because evidently when they make bathrooms, they make them with perfect acoustics. So when you have diarrhea, everyone can hear. But we're all standing there, right? 8 perfect strangers. Every one of us, taking a pee, mind our own business, but every one of us becomes an 8-year-old kid and just starts laughing because this guy's got diarrhea, right?
I had finally overcome my urinal gun shyness. Last weekend, Ryan, you fucking dickhead. I'm telling the story real quick. I'm taking the most glorious goddamn piss of my life, and it's feeling good. And we're in a crowded karaoke bar. I'm in the bathroom, and it's going pretty good. And anyways, I zip up, turn around, and there's just 2 hands almost on my shoulders, just reached out to embrace me. And I follow the hands up to the face, and it's fucking Ryan. Ryan's fucking trying to like hug me from behind mid piss, and now I'm gun shy again.
Oh, dude, I set you back.
You did real far.
I set back the movement, man.
So don't ever fucking don't. Long story short, Ryan does not have any good experience, and he will relay those negative experiences in any bathroom situation.
Okay,
with you,
dude.
so just don't.
My friend Justin, you'll be in one urinal you'll be in one urinal pissing, and he'll be next to you, and all of a sudden you'll feel something warm in your leg. That motherfucker will literally start pissing on you in the mall, like while you're out on an afternoon.
Ew, no, are you serious?
Oh, I swear to Christ. And you know what? You think you'd be pissed, but you just kind of laugh and say, motherfucker, cut it out. It's kind of funny, man, even when it's happening to you.
No way. I would be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed.
You think you would until it happens to you, and then you're kind of laughing. And he doesn't, like, drench you, but it's like, you motherfucker. Now, obviously, females... Well, two things about females. They would hate it, and, you know, they wouldn't laugh like guys would. But number two, that means they'd have to, like, spread their legs and, like, spread their fucking labia open and aim. You know, guys, it's a little bit easier.
If one girl takes the time to piss on another girl, that'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well,
Ryan, you make a really good point about girls because, like, we talk about, like, you know, obviously, because I'm a big believer in that, right? Like they're Barnes and Noble, Kohl's, Dillard's, Buc-ee's, Cabela's. Those are some of the best places. If any of our listeners are ever on the road and they feel like they got to drop a shit, right? Go to any one of those places. They're fully endorsed by me, Billy, because they are great bathrooms. There is nothing worse than whenever you have to use a restroom and you're on the road and you walk into a restroom and you know you have no choice.
Yeah.
No choice whatsoever. But you walk in there and it's like the scene from the first Saw movie. It's just like you walk in, I mean, it's just fucking terrible, right?
The fast food's super like, you don't know what you're going to walk into in any Taco Bell or McDonald's. You don't know. It could be okay. Like, everybody has a podcast is not going to sit here and say that every McDonald's or Taco Bell restroom is just wasted. It's not. But you're rolling the dice.
If you go into an IHOP restroom about 2 in the morning, you are in for a terrible experience.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
I don't know what a 24-hour Walmart one looks like on like around 2 o'clock in the morning.
I've had
it also depends on community.
I've had some Walmart rush jobs. It's like you park in the parking lot and you're not sure you're going to make it to the bathroom. I've had those before.
But Walmart's such a long walk. Usually I'm hitting like a gas station somewhere I can get, you know, within a 50 feet travel of like I'm not going to like go through, you know, the grocery aisles and then like
I don't like shop for milk and then go take a shit, man. Like
but I know this sounds like kind of a weird topic, but if you look at a lot of the business metrics behind it, the companies track, and it's the female. It's always female. But a lot of women, especially in furniture retailers, a lot of women will use the restroom or wash their hands, but they will judge the retail chain based on how clean and nice the bathroom is. That's why, if you've ever been to... Ryan, have you ever been into a women's restroom?
Officially, no. Unofficially, all the time.
Right. Clark, have you ever been into a ladies' restroom?
Not dressed as a man, no.
I have, right? And I've had the privilege because, like, you know, as a retail manager in my past life, there would be incidents in the girls' restroom, and I get to go in there. Girls' restrooms are like fucking studio apartments in New York compared to men's restrooms.
Really?
I thought they were all supposed to be like really gross, and chicks are super gross.
Well, chicks are gross, but the bathrooms are
girls
nice.
are very gross. But you walk into the like say, okay,
I've seen couches whenever the door's been open. I've seen a couch.
What is the
before.
worst possible public restroom you guys can fathom?
Waffle House.
A Waffle House, right? So you go to a Waffle House bathroom at 4 a.m. right? On college night, right? After the African American sorority had their big shindig.
Okay, chicken and waffle.
You walk into the men's restroom and it looks like Auschwitz. It's terrible, right? I mean, you can't wait to get out of there. You hope you're not wearing flip flops. If you were to walk across the hall and go to the girls' restroom, there's gonna be a couch. There's gonna be like a lampshade, like an air freshener, and they'll have somebody like playing like a violin or something. You know, like men's restrooms by comparison to men's restrooms, it's not even fair, right? Between the two, yeah. So I find that, you know, that duality interesting when using the restroom.
Well, it all goes back to, you know, men are simple creatures. Like, let me take a shit in peace on my phone. Just make sure I have access to 3G or 4G service while I'm taking my shit, and really, I'm happy and it's clean.
Well, I think we could do much better in our stalls. Let me just say, if
that's Ryan's campaign slogan.
I promise you, dude. I've walked into the bathroom before because I had to fucking take a crap, and someone else is sitting there taking a crap, and I'm like, you know what? No one wants to share these experiences. I literally go down another floor. I just don't care. I'm like, I'm just going to do this. Like, I want to be alone. You want to be alone. Let's do this. Nothing pisses me off more than the motherfucker who literally just walks in. He's all casual. It's no rush. It's no rush, man. It's 9:30, and he wants to shit on the man's time, and he sits down right next to you. I hate that motherfucker. I hate him so bad, man.
What I hate is whenever you're at a like a bar or like even a restaurant that serves beer, and you've been there for since happy hour. I'll go to George's a lot. George's is kind of like a Waco, Texas thing. It's pretty famous in Texas for George's, but we'll go to George's, and I'll go to use the restroom, and we've been there for a while, and there's always that guy in the restroom that wants to tell you how much beer he's drank. Like, as he's peeing, he's like, "Ugh, man, really does the trick. I'm so drunk. My piss is transparent." And I'm just like, dude, don't fucking talk to me. Right? You're touching your dick. I'm touching my dick. We're feet apart. It just, don't do it. Right? It's just, don't do it. So that guy, I can't imagine if a guy sat down next to me to drop a shit and started talking to me. I can't imagine what I would do.
Clark claims that at his work that has happened.
Oh, yeah. People talk on their phones. It's not fun.
It is funny. Everyone's...
All right. And, hey. Yeah, no, we got to pay water. They're going to cut it off. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And then, like, he'll be talking. Like, I would think, even if I had the guts to talk while I was shitting on the phone, when somebody next to you is, like, flushing, like, I gotta go, bye. And, like, I'd hang up so they wouldn't hear the flush. No, he just keeps talking right mid-flush.
But if you call somebody and they're in the bathroom, you know him instantly because you hear the bathroom echo.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? No, yeah.
Yeah, one time I did laugh. I walked into the bathroom and there was a guy taking a crap, and his Netflix was on full blast on his phone, and he turned it down really low when I walked in. Like, I caught him. But at least he had the decency to do that,
So this is the last question I have before we can move on, because I know this is a shitty subject. Right, guys? What is the worst place you've ever had to take a number 2? Like the place that you would never tell anyone, like you just completely, like you need therapy later in life to admit you did it.
All right, the correct answer for all three of us is your girlfriend's house 1 month in.
I heard Chess specifically.
That one's tough, man. It's not even that these places are bad places of shit, but I hate shitting anywhere that, like, I can't pass blame on somebody else. Like I go to an insurance office of 4 people, and, like, then I go use their facilities, and it's only one restroom, it's walk-in, and, like, I have to take a shit, and I blow it up, and then I walk out. I can't be like, Teddy in accounting,
That's why I always carry a handicapped seeing dog for the blind with me at all times, and we just both go in there, and then I can blame it on the dog.
So my rock bottom shit story, right, is it wasn't a place of business. I was fishing with my grandfather, and we'd been out on Lake Michigan, which is a gigantic lake for people that don't know. It's
in
like
Michigan.
The ocean, up north. We've been out on the lake for like 11 hours. Like, we got out there before the sun came up. Like, I was fucking miserable by this time. But, I ate a bunch of puffy Cheetos and, like, my ham sandwich. And, I was like 8 or 9. So, I was chugging Capri Suns like I was a college freshman drinking beer. And I had to shit, right? It's the circle of life. Elton John sang about it in Lion King. You got to do it.
That's what that song was about.
And so I asked him, I was like, Grandpa, I've got to go to the bathroom. And he's like, oh, just take a shit off the boat.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
That's a standard old man thing.
Yeah, but that was like the moment. Like, if you can go back to the moment you became a man, that's the moment you became a man, because I literally took a shit off of a boat. Looking at my grandfather, like, we literally just like, I was just like staring at him.
He's like holding your hand so you don't fall in the water.
It was an 8-foot aluminum boat, right? I mean, it wasn't like he could go do his taxes while I was taking a shit.
Was there an attachment, like a seat attachment?
No. I just put the cheeks on the side of the aluminum boat.
Mm-hmm.
Put the O-ring where it would, hopefully,
and then you tucked the wiener behind the aluminum.
I was totally cupping the wiener, right? And if you've ever taken a dump and not peed at the same time, you're an expert.
Yeah,
because that just happens. But I was willing to get piss on my pants because I had my pants covering my junk, But, so that was my shit rock bottom story. So after that, I can literally shit anywhere.
Did you catch any good fish?
A couple scatfish.